Welcome to Shiksharthi, and today's our topic is reminders under numbers. Now you must be all wondering, is reminders is a big topic? Yes, it has got lot of things to learn. What we know about reminders, when we divide a number with certain divisor, we'll get a quotient and we'll get a reminder here. This position in the division is called as reminders. We all know that. And reminders is a surplus value in the dividend. This also we know it. For an instance, if I divide 19 with 5, 3 times it is 15 and the remainder is how much? 4. So if I subtract 4 from 19, it will be exactly divisible by 5. 4 subtracted from 19, 19 minus 4 is 15 and 15 divided by 5 will be exactly divisible. When divided by 5, it is exactly divisible. So what is reminders, friends? This position in the division method is called reminders and it is called a surplus value. If I subtract that surplus value from the dividend will be exactly divisible by divisor, which this example will tell you. Okay, so we are talking about reminders. I think majority of the people knows reminders up to here. Now what is the significance of reminders? We have properties in reminders, and what are the types of questions can be asked based on reminders is what we are going to learn in this video. So let's start. So what is reminders? You got an idea here. Let us now see one more situation. If I divide 3 with 5, 0 times 0 and this will be equal to 3. Now 3 minus 3 here will be exactly divisible by 5. So I have two different situations, friends. One, if this value, n value is greater than d, then what? If n value is less than d, then what? This is called algorithm of reminders. Algorithm of reminders. So there are two different situations, friends. What is algorithm of reminders states? It says the value of n is d into q plus r when n is greater than d. And the second situation, n will be equal to r when n is less than d is what we can say. For example, look at this case. N is greater than d, so 19 will be 5 into 3 plus 4. You can say 19 is 5 into 3 plus 4. And here 3 is equals to 5 into 0 plus 3 is what I can find. So that means this part will be out and 3 is equal to 3. That is n is equals to r is what you get here. And here n is equals to d into q plus r is what I found. So there are two different statements. N is equal to d into q plus r when n is greater than d, and n is equal to r when n is less than d. This we call it as algorithm of reminders. Very important point, the algorithm of reminders also will be very much useful while doing questions. So we can remember this for a long time. Okay. Then the second point in reminders is possible reminders. Possible reminders. Okay. So what is possible reminders? I guess this is okay. Possible reminders here. Okay. Now what is possible reminders, friends? This is very important point to be noted here. When I divide with 5, my divisor value is 5. I guess you all know the different positions here. This position is called what? Divisor. This position is called dividend. This is called quotient. And this is called a remainder position here. Okay, so when I see the divisor is 5, I'll get reminders as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I'll never get remainder as 5 or greater than 5. I'll tell you a hint. Suppose if I divide 20 with 5, 20 with 5, remainder will be 0. 21 with 5, remainder is 1. 22 with 5, remainder is 2. 23 with 5, remainder is 3. 24 with 5, remainder is 4. When 25 divided by 5, remainder is again 0. 26, 1. 27, 2. 28, 3. 29, 4. 30 is again 0. So you get like a cyclic form of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For divisor as a 5, I'll get 5 reminders, but it starts from 0. So it will be 0 to 4. Similarly, if I observe d is equal to 6, where I say the reminders will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, but never will be 6, never will be greater than 6. It is never 6 or greater than 6. So if I say the divisor is 10, 0 to 9 will be the reminders. It will be never 10 or greater than 10. This is what the possible reminders are. So I should know when I am dividing with a certain number, my divisor is a certain value, then what is the range of my reminders. Say for example, one more example I will say, if the divisor is 20, my range of reminders will be from 0 to 19. Inclusive 0 to 19. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, so on up to 19. It cannot be 20 or greater than 20. This is what we need to understand. And when the divisor is 6, I'll get 6 reminders. When divisor is 5, I got 5 reminders starting from 0. Now this is what we need to understand about reminders. So whenever you find a question, find a reminder, divide by 10 means you should know that your answer is from 0 to 9. This is very crucial. Okay. Now what if I get more than 10? For example, if my divisor is 5, if I get reminder more than 5, then what I should do? I should obviously divide it once again. For example, if I got the divisor as 7, I should divide that 7 by 5 again and make sure that my remainder is 1 among 0 to 4. It will be never 5 or greater than 5. The possible remainder list is very clear in front of you. Okay, so this is a crucial point about reminders. So what should be your reminder? What will be the surplus value? You should always remember. And many times we deal with reminders, but we don't know in-depth concept of reminders, which we'll try to clear it within this video. Okay, so next point, third point is complement of reminders. Now what is complement of reminder, friends? This is called d minus r. Complement of a reminder is nothing but d minus r. I'll explain this in a very simple way. For example, the same example 19 when I divide by 5, if you remember 3 I got here, 15 I got here, this is 4. So divisor value, reminder value, the reminder value is, I got it as 4. Okay, divisor is 5, quotient is 3 and remainder is 4, I got it, right? So if I do d minus r, what I get? If I do d minus r value here is 5 minus 4, which is nothing but how much? 1. So complement of a remainder here is 1. I'll tell you what. If the divisor is 5, what are the reminders I'll get? 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. What is complement of a remainder for every one of them? D minus r, 5 minus 0 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4, 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 minus 3 is 2, 5 minus 4 is 1. All these numbers are called complements of reminders. Now you must be wondering, till now we never heard about complements of reminders or used it. So in what way the complement of a reminders can be useful for us? The important point is like this, my friend. Listen to this example very carefully. When I divide by 5, 19 divided by 5, I got 4. If I wish this 19 exactly divisible by 5, if I want to make that dividend exactly divisible by 5, I'll have two different ways for that. Two different ways. You'll agree with me? Listen to this carefully. If I want to make this dividend exactly divisible by 5, 19 to make exactly divisible by 5, there are two ways. The first way, subtract 4 divisor value from 19. So what is 19 minus 4? 15, and we know 15 is exactly divisible by 5. So to make this number exactly divisible by 5, I should subtract remainder. So from the number, I should subtract remainder. That is one of the methods here. From the number, you know number is n. So 19 minus 4, 15 is exactly divisible by 5. That is what we have. And when the remainder is 4, you see when remainder is 4, what is complement of a remainder for that? When the remainder is 4, the complement of a remainder is 1. Add 1 to this number, this becomes 20. 19 plus 1 makes it 20, and 20 is again exactly divisible by 5. So what is the second method here? To n value, you add complement of a remainder. You know complement of a remainder I got is as 1 here. 19 plus 1, 20. 20 is exactly divisible by 5. So to make dividend exactly divisible by divisor, there are two approaches. One, subtract 4 from 19, that is remainder from 19, or add complement of a remainder. These are the two different methods by which I can make any dividend exactly divisible by any divisor. So complement of a remainder will be an important point for us. Okay. Next, negative reminders. This something which we never know it. Negative reminders. Now you can raise a question, or you may immediately get a doubt as well, that when I talk about possible reminders, negative reminders. When I was talking about possible reminders, I did not said anything about negative reminders. Now all of a blue where this negative reminders has come into picture. What is negative reminders? Minus of d minus r is called negative reminders. Yes, you got it correct. D minus r is complement of a remainder. Applying a minus sign to that is called negative reminders. Now this negative reminders definitions or related to negative reminders you may not find in many of the books, but this can be used for making the numbers easier, simple, or the shortest form possible, or the value to be minimize the values of reminders. We can use negative reminders. I'll explain how this will be useful. Suppose if I divide 9 with 9, I know the remainder here will be 0. 9 with 9, the remainder will be 0. Fine. And when I say 10 divided by 9, 10 divided by 9, the remainder will be 1. If I divide 11 with 9, the remainder will be what? 2. If I divide 12 with 9, the remainder will be how much? 3, and so on. If I divide 8 with 9, dividing 8 with 9, if you remember the very first slide here, if n is less than d, then n value will become r value. When n is less than d, n value will be equal to r value. So if I consider that point, here n is less than d, this is n upon d every time I am doing here. If n is less than d, the remainder will be 8. N will be the r value, right? Correct? Or this can be taken as minus 1 also. That is called negative remainder. Something like integer line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Here you get minus 1. Similarly, if I divide 7 with 9, the remainder will be 7 or minus 2 is what you get here. 7 or minus 2 is the reminders. Now the use of this we'll see when we are discussing examples for them. Okay. Now if you observe, instead of 8, if I take minus 1, the value gets minimized. Instead of 7, if I use minus 2, the value is getting minimized. So whenever you think that the value have to be minimized, because I know my possible reminders, if my remainder is going very big, I can always use negative reminders for them. Okay, so to minimize the values of reminders, we can always use negative reminders. When we see the examples for them, you will definitely understand what is a negative reminder and how do we use them. Okay, all of you? So let's now remember, negative remainder means complement of a remainder minus 1. If you observe, what is d and r in this case? So complement of a remainder is d minus r, correct? Which is 9 minus 8, which is 1. Applying a minus sign to this will be minus 1. That is how you get this negative reminders. Or else I take it in this way, easy to remember way. If I say 9 minus 8 is 1, or 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. In that way I'll remember it. Okay. So negative reminders are useful to minimize the value of reminders. Now, there are certain set of properties for reminders, friends. Now you must be wondering this. Properties for reminders? Yes, we have properties, and total we have nearly 6 properties for reminders. I'll discuss one by one with you. Okay, so listen to the first properties, all of you. Properties on reminders. The first property, if you see, the first property and the statement of the property is, if a number is divided by d, remainder let us call it as r1, another number n2 divided by same divisor. Remember, in both the cases the divisor have to be same. If the second number or another number divided by d, remainder is r2, then n1 plus n2 divided by d will be r1 plus r2 is the point. That means sum of the numbers will give you sum of the reminders. You'll understand when you see example on this. Listen, if I say 11 divided by 9, all of you, what is the remainder? 2. If I divide 13 with 9, what's the remainder? 4. Am I right? 13 divided by 9, the remainder is 4. If I add both of these numbers as per the property, sum of the numbers, 11 plus 13 is how much? 24. And if I try to divide 24 with 9, 18. 2 times 18, and what is the remainder I got? 6. Now because 11 plus 13, I got 24 here, 2 plus 4 will be equal to 6 is the remainder. So sum of the numbers when divided by the same remainder, sum of the reminders is the answer for that. That is the first point. In all 3 cases, very important point to note down here is, in all 3 cases, the divisors have to be same. Same divisor, then only we get the same results. Okay? Immediately, I'll share one more example where this property needs an additional point. Listen. Suppose if I divide 10 with 7, what's the remainder, friends? 3. If I divide 20 with 7, what's the remainder, friends? 6. And before I write the next point, you tell me what are the possible reminders for 7? The possible reminders of 7 must be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It cannot be 7 or greater than 7. Remember? Possible reminders. So I am dividing right now with what? 7. For 7, 3 is a possible reminder. For 7, 6 is a possible reminder. Now, what is property? It says if I add these two, say 30, 10 plus 20, 30, divide by 7, I should get 3 plus 6, 9 or not? As per the property, what property says? Sum of the numbers when divided by the same divisor, sum of the reminders must be the answer. But can you tell me 9, can it be a possible remainder for 7? What are possible reminders of 7, friends? Possible remainder of 7 are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. It cannot be 9. So if I get such situation where I got 9, or I should not, I am getting something which is above the reminders possible range, then I should divide this number again. So if I divide 9 with 7, what's the remainder, friends? 2. So I get here naturally 2. Please understand, if you divide 30 directly with 7, forget about all this part. If I divide 30 with 7, 4 times 28 and the remainder is naturally coming as how much? 2. So property is never wrong. You may think that, sir, 3 plus 6, 9 have to come. But 9 is not a possible remainder. Therefore, we divide 9 once again to get it as possible remainder here. Is that clear, all of you? So this is the important point to note about the properties here in this case. So what is the first property, friends? If sum of the numbers is divided by the same divisor, sum of the reminders is the answer. Okay, that's the first point. Similarly, second point is, point number 2, if n1 is divided by d, remainder is r1, n2 is divided by d, remainder is r2, then difference, say n1 minus n2 divided by d, remainder is r1 minus r2. So sum of the numbers will give you sum of the reminders, difference of the numbers will give you difference of reminders. You can try on this, okay, you can try on this. 20 divided by 7, remainder is 6, 10 divided by 7, remainder is 3, the difference of these two is again 10, 20 and 10, difference is 10, so 10 divided by 7, ultimately remainder is 3, which is 6 minus 3 is 3. Point number 3, friends, if n1 is divided by d, remainder is r1, n2 is divided by d, remainder is r2, then n1 into n2 divided by d, remainder is r1 into r2 is what the reminders. I am sorry, this is r2 is the remainder. So product of the numbers will give you product of reminders. Point number 4, if you say n1 is divided by d, remainder is r1, and n2 divided by d, remainder is r2, then n1 upon n2 divided by d, remainder will be r1 upon r2 is the divide. That means if a number divided by another number, reminders also gets divide. That's your fourth property. Fifth property, if n is divided by d, let us say remainder is r, then n multiplied by k times divided by d will give you k times of r. That means if I double this number, remainder gets double. If I triple this number, remainder gets triple. If I divide by multiply by 4, this also gets multiplied by 4. For example, if I take 11 divided by 8, remainder is 3. 22, I just made it double, please observe. And I divide by 8. 8 2 times is 16. The remainder is how much? 6. So this got double. This also got double, my friend. So if I make it triple, this also make it say triple. If I make it 4 times, it also gets multiplied by 4 times. But remember, this value have to be a possible remainder. Otherwise, it will get automatically divide again. Okay, so be careful with that. And the last sixth property here is if n is divided by d, remainder is, if n is divided by d, and the remainder I got is r, then n to the power of k divided by d will give you r to the power of k. That means if I square this number, remainder also gets square. If I cube the number, remainder also gets cube. But always remember one thing which is common in all 6 properties, that the reminders have to be always a possible remainder, otherwise it will get again divide. That is very important. So this 6 properties and the initial subject which I taught about reminders is very crucial to understand further about examples and the types of questions which comes under reminders. So do practice on this properties, and then we'll proceed with next questions which are example questions and the types of questions possible here. Thank you all.